before I forget again. Okay, hi, hi YouTube. We're about to play Ace Attorney. We're going over some stuff that we did at some of the cons that happened this year, yesterday and today. I went to the Dallas Comic Show today, over in Louisville, and I saw some cool stuff. Namely, I saw some of these. So, there's some cool 3D prints of, like, Snorlax, the S'mores Lax, some different versions of the Bulbasaurs.
Snorlax.
Yeah. So those are there.
Like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I found... I know Leo and Gunton would like this one a lot more. But I found, like, a dot hack trading card box for, like, $250.
Cool.
So that's there. Also, welcome back, Akari.
Hello.
Someone was dressed up as Velma, and another person had a really cool looking Captain America cosplay.
Yeah.
There was someone else that was walking around like as a
The cosplays
werewolf.
are this one.
His shield is amazing. Now onto the things that I grabbed. I bought these two items from one person. There's a cute little 3D print of an Umbreon. And then
a Espeon.
yeah, a wood carved Espeon with a sun.
And I see
Cool.
In the corner of that.
Yes, I have some other stuff. From what was his name again? It was one of the people one of the special guests that was there. Devin something. Crap, I can't remember his name. Let's see, Google, not GP. Is that what it was? Yeah, Devin Croft was one of the people that was there. He had a bunch of like posters and a couple of comics that he made cover art for. One of which was Sonic, one of the IDW Sonic comics. So I bought that, and I had him sign it. And I also bought 3 posters from him. It was like a buy 2, get 1 free. So I bought 3. I bought 2, and I got 1 free. I got a Dr. Stone one. Cyberpunk 2077.
Nice.
And Tears of the Kingdom.
Nice.
Cool.
So that was my little adventure today.
Nice.
Very exciting, very exciting. So, yeah. I would love to go to like an actual Comic-Con, but that is still out of my reach.
Fair. I know. Have to do bills and such, but I know Oda Fest is coming up as well.
The Fest?
If Comic-Con, so the Calgary Comic Expo or Calgary Fan Expo is like a more general con. Otafest is specifically for like weeb culture.
Okay.
So they have VTubers come in, stuff like that. That's for that. Like, this is specific to where I live.
Oh, so it's not gonna be like down here.
No, I don't know. They might, but like this is a very specific one. Like, they got Sayu coming in this year, or Alejandro Saab. If you think you don't know him, yes, you do.
Who?
Sayu, let's go through the list of Alejandro Saab's voice acting roles, shall we?
How do you spell his name?
Alejandro Sabb. Sorry, Saab. Sorry, wrong one.
Alejandro Saab?
Yeah. He's kind of in everything.
Why is there an anime called Rooster Fighter? That is on his cover page for IMDb.
Oh, it's that one. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's fair. There's some strange animes that exist.
Right, that's the dude that plays General and Infinite in the Chaotic Case Files.
Yes.
Oh, he's in Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, not this season. You gotta wait till next season.
Dang.
He's Deadpool in Marvel Rivals.
He's Blinky in Pac-Man World 2 Repack.
Yes.
I need to play that game still. I need to get that game.
He's also
Aphmau.
Akihiko Sanada's VA.
Oh, for Reload?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Forgot about that. Where was the other one I just saw? I found Dr. Stone, Matsukaze. Oh.
Very rarely will you find, due to the amount of things he's in, and usually as someone who's like relatively hot, most of the people who know him, especially in the VTube space, will be like, hold up, sneezing.
Stop it.
Okay, we'll hear his voice and go, God damn it, Sayu! Why must you be in everything? It has gotten to the point where I'm fairly certain on stream, Iron Mouse realized that he was the VA for the character she was about to start thirsting over, and she proceeded to call him. And go, why? Why you gotta be in fucking everything? You gotta ruin it all. Why? I can't simp for him.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, Alberta. Fest. Dang. Can I not find events? Hold on. Is there like anywhere else like down here?
No, I'm pretty like this one. I think is very like, hey,
An XP Summit in Dallas, Texas. I don't know what the heck that is. Career fairs. I should probably actually go to one of those and see. Cool. Nothing. Neat. Fine. Be that way.
Correct.
Anyways, I guess we need to play Ace Attorney or something.
Yeah, something about that.
Something.
I remember that being a thing. Someone almost got murdered. Someone did get murdered. the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened. The emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. RIP. Oh, right, because we learned that flippin' Tabby was supposed to commit a murder, but didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was shot in his side. Yeah, based
Yeah.
off of that trajectory, it couldn't have been her.
Nope.
No president in sight. Now, where could he be? Who knows? Ah, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Huh, sorry to disappoint, but do you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies in only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body. Alright. The only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. Attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. Ah, Grandma's home. Perfect timing. I'll be right back.
Oh, of course. Mm.
I'll be real with you. I was expecting slightly more. God damn it! At the Sylveon revelation, but check general of poke. Is it general of poker roll? Yeah, general and poker roll.
Yeah. I did see the Sylveon. It is adorable.
Yeah. Fun fact: Sylveon is my. No, hold on. I have to go through the list. No, actually, yeah, is my least favorite evolution design-wise.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is. It's one of those things of like, hey man, don't like it.
Too frilly.
It might be too frilly. I don't know. I don't think it's anything to do with the frills. I think it's just I don't like it.
Fair.
I understand it from a design perspective. I don't like it.
Okay. I have chicken nuggets.
There you go. Jack and nuggets.
Forgot that McDonald's was doing a collab with Hunter X Demons.
Hunter X Demons or Hunter X Hunter?
The K-pop one.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter X Demons.
I remember Hunter X. That's all I know. I need to watch that still.
It's good. Like I will recommend it as a show.
That's what I've been told.
You know what? Should we recommend it to show night?
At this point.
I mean, I already got a recommendation. I'll just toss it in there as an add-on.
Oh, you.
Alright. You look like you'd use a little help here, Mr. Edgeworth.
In more than one way. Not that I need it, but yes.
That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Okay, Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here.
Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me?
Nope.
Sick. I thought not.
But I will provide vital assistance.
Okay, I hate to rain on your parade, but I have not used anyone's advice a single time. I'm sorry to say, but...
Now let's get to scoring this crime scene from top to bottom.
We'll take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup. still need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Well, that's easy. Just investigate everything but the body first. 2 gas masks, in case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The President certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times.
Wow, gas masks. I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course.
From a fellow thief, I presume.
Nope, from Jam and Ninja. You know my favorite kids TV show? Oh boy. Princess Murasake was getting married, but toxic ninja Wolfsbane showed up
Oh,
to
hi,
lay down
Bailey.
some sick burns. Howdy, Bailey.
It's a good thing I have water next to me for once.
Yep.
He's learning.
I'm learning to drink healthy. Grandma called me earlier. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go get food while I'm on my way back home. What do you want? Oh, like, just give me some nuggets. I don't need to drink this time. So to expect me to join and send to hydrate. Yep. You and one of our other chatters. And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell too. Thank you, Idris. Right shield. Next to it, a canary in a cage.
Aw, she's so sweet. I want one. Did you ever see a cuter partner in crime?
Partner in crime.
Well, yeah, she could help me with lockpicking and stuff like that. No.
Oh.
A great thief has no greater ally than nature, Edgeworth.
Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it? No, it's just cute. Small circular life preserver, designed to be used in case of an emergency on the water. Or rather, the sea, to be more precise.
Oh boy. Ooh, the sea. I love the sea. We should go sometime.
Sorry, but you'll have to make that particular trip without me.
Aw, don't be like that. Come on, it'll be fun. We can have lobster rolls, ice cream, all that good stuff.
Something tells me the sea isn't the main attraction for you, is it?
Nope, it's... As it seems to be with every freaking female character. Food.
Food. Documents of some kind.
We could always steal a glance.
Another security plan. Let's see. Also covered in case of amphibious assaults. Present safety is paramount. Spectator area should be covered at all times. I think the only thing that's different about that is
The location of Night and Rock.
and there's no pawns.
Mm-hmm.
This is March 24th instead of March 19th.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we have
So that's a... Wait, the pawns are an earlier one.
Yeah, which makes me question why did they change it?
Why did they change it?
To have
Swap them around
and offer less security.
and offer less security, but also were not as they should have been.
Well, Rook was at least repositioned because of the knight's injury.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that...
Yeah, but it doesn't show.
It also says we know who might be on the audience, so they might have prepared for that. That might be the reason why.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can.
Precisely. Wait, something feels off. It's the same rough diagram of the stage area.
Yeah, like the other security plane we found.
One from earlier, you mean? Something's different, I'm sure of it. What could it mean? Everything's different.
Yeah. A lot more notes too.
It's the same rough diagram of the stage area. It's the same thing. Why did it... thought it looked different for... Let's just... Hey.
Hmm.
No. Sure. Well, what else is it supposed to be? Let me just come back to this. Curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring straight at me.
Look, there's a big lever right by its butt.
Don't even think about it.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about anything, I swear. You really weren't.
Opens the panels beneath my feet. Oh, I see. So he's sitting on a trapdoor. I strongly advise you not to pull it. Do so, and you will regret it. No, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially one from a professional killer.
That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? It's being made out of something super special.
Yes, to protect him from bullets.
What? So it's not just for show?
Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest.
Oh. So that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you just say so? Now I feel silly.
Good. Personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they get a lot of use as well.
I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too.
Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use.
Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he is human, and therefore possesses only 2 hands.
20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection.
Okay.
And they're
Okay,
probably
okay.
color-coded for whose it is.
Yep. Think of
But they are
Marty's
definitely
Gambit
colorful.
for
Hmm.
Okay. What of displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior. But don't see anything out of the ordinary. Do you now? That's the outside of the plane. Most intruders cannot hope to approach without being spotted. Such measures would be mere child's play in my case.
Well, you're saying you can get past cameras like these without being seen?
Of course, with these.
You have to teach me how, please. Are you taking on apprentices by any chance? No. Okay, no.
Okay, you do realize who you're talking to, don't you?
Oh,
The answer was
sorry.
no.
Hmm.
I had to ask, though. What a great skill for a great thief, you know?
Fortunately for you, I'm not the type to take on understudies.
You're not, huh? Shame.
Shame? In what way exactly?
Hmm.
The shameful way.
In that he has a skill she wants to know.
Yeah.
Smarter is displaying a feat of this very room.
They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res.
I'm afraid I can't quite tell myself.
Compared to a lot of other frickin' security cameras that are like, yes, is that pixel a person or not?
Yep.
I can even see the little crow's feet around your eyes. Oh, my bad. It's just the usual deeply etched lines, you know, on your forehead.
You're quite finished. What on earth is this? Oh, that's... oh, that. It's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of... something. Anyway, don't touch. If that's the case, why has it been...
Left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird.
It wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? Thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There's almost certainly another monitor here. Well, let's put an inflatable boat and ore here. Oh, someone's ready to go at any time. Still roll with one ore, you know. Nope.
I'm sorry I took a bite of something.
No, you're good. I also want to zone out a little bit.
I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I bag scoops, not solves.
Then why lie about your jackets and the laser sights?
I knew y'all'd think it was just fishy.
That's really all it was.
Please, you gotta believe me. I can never do something like this.
I tell you everything will be alright, but just try not to worry too much. If you're really are innocent, I'll prove it. One way or another.
Thanks, Chief. I believe in you.
What was I supposed to tell you? I am not your chief.
Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Clean forgot you were chief number 2.
That's not what I meant. Ugh. I have high hopes for your investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Things are progressing well, I hope. Don't need to worry, things are progressing just fine. Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of all kinds. Yes, I know. Indeed, you do. So please, do take care not to double-cross me, accidentally or otherwise. Try to do as he says for now. Can't believe I let an assassin onto the president's plane. You know very well it's for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight. Don't give me that. I know what you really want. You do indeed. Did you hear me say it already? I wish to know the truth behind Mr. Rook's death. You also say you were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone. You seem to have forgotten that there are more pressing matters at hand. I don't often carry out unpaid work. It's not entirely unheard of. Investigation. Good. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Edgeworth. There's nothing else at this door.
What a door it is. I bet I could get a better... I bet I could get the better of it, though.
Get the better of it? Doors aren't there to be beat.
But look how heavy it is. Look at that lock. It's just sitting there begging me to try it.
Calm down, King, and think. Why would this door be locked?
For me to open it, of course.
Precisely, for you to open it, of course. Wait, what is the right answer anyway? The victim was Sebastian Rook, bodyguard to the president of St. Paul.
He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started.
We continue to do his duty right up to until his dying breath.
Yeah, at least he'll get posthumously promoted?
Something like that.
Posthumously.
There's no one to say nothing at all to end up with your foot in your mouth.
What do you mean?
I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place. Well, seems to have entered just under his armpit when clean through his body. It was in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover.
Like it was on purpose or something, huh?
It wasn't just what appeared to be lots of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail.
The medics must have been brought in to try and save him.
Sadly, it was too little too late.
Yeah, that probably would have gone through his lungs, possibly heart. Yike.
Well, Pripatache case.
I mean, in that case, it wouldn't. The cause of death wouldn't be blood loss. It would be, hey, you got your heart exploded.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, that's the photo I snatched.
You can always steal a photo at a public event, okay?
But I'm snatching up a moment in time every picture I take, you know?
I guess snatch is your new favorite word.
Maybe.
Just use it responsibly.
It's a good favorite word.
Yeah.
Just use it responsibly. The victim was also carrying a revolver.
It looks like he was trying to use it.
Probably drew an instinct when he felt threatened. Which is if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there. No other signs of the weapon having been used. Is this one on loan from Xenophon too? Yep, sure was. We're always issued with the same model gun. The guns are exactly the same, making it likely that the one we found is also from Xenophon.
The bodyguards got all their guns from Zingfan authorities, right?
Yes.
Are they like super rare or anything?
No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either.
Well, here I thought they might be valuable treasures.
Yes, it is something of a shame.
Whoa, you just mentioned treasure. I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once.
Well, I only mean to point out that if the guns were rare, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, suppose.
Ha! See, everything's a treasure hunt, one way or another, including this investigation.
You could say that.
I mean, she's
Alright,
not
then
wrong.
Yeah. Alright, then it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation.
That seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. Two bullets were fired in total. We know this because two shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life.
But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How's that possible?
No, indeed. The numbers don't add up. However, there's one possible explanation.
There is?
After passing through his bodyguard, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, two of our bullets were in fact one.
No way.
That's right. If the president hadn't been wearing the vest, things could have been a lot worse. He wasn't injured at all by the impact. And when obstructed by a vest, the bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure, I've known guys who got broke bones that way. The president's okay. He's made of strong stuff.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are security games treating guns the way that they act in real life?
Gross.
Have I died?
Not yet.
This never happens.
Yep.
They're learning.
They're leaning.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
You good?
Sounds like he didn't even need a vest.
So we carried away here. All the bullets' ballistic markings analyzed.
Remind me what those are again.
Guns leave a unique pattern of bruise on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, you can use them to identify which gun they came from. Think of them as fingerprints of the swords.
You can tell all that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away.
It'd be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'd be lucky if there's anything left
Correct.
for forensics to find.
What? But I was all set for some analyzing.
Yeah, again, correct?
For once.
That makes twice in one game.
For twice. Trapdoor connected to the lever on that curious figure.
If someone were to open it, everyone would fall through. Mr. Rook, Mr. the Killer.
Don't even think about it.
I wasn't. I mean, I wouldn't dream of thinking up ways to take you down.
One suggestion
Yes,
to
you
your
would.
monologues in the journal.
He's like, yes, you would.
Maybe it's the date?
Not though.
Nope.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Um, obvious that there's something here, but mm,
For the life of you,
Brain
can't
dead.
tell what it is.
yep.
Oh, it's... You have to deduce that picture on the pawn piece, the rook piece.
Oh.
Two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
Huh? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd have all been out of a job. But he made it. Our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure, too.
Yeah, that would do it.
And where are you while this was happening?
Getting choked, my guy.
You were the first one I overpowered, were you not?
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Shut up, kid! Now I get it. Your neck has barely begun to heal. You've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. You! Bust up my neck so bad I can't even look to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Like a certain other someone I could mention. Just as good as he ever was. You were a pawn to his queen,
Incorrect.
young friend. The heck do you know? So that's why you remember Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard. Indeed. While I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. And these in particular stayed with me. They joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. That's a connection he was talking about. That's why I changed up the security plan. I had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. President didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusts two people. Me and Rook. How does it explain your change of position?
Oh, yeah. He switched over to the right-hand side.
I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. I can only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. And that's quite enough investigating for now. It's taking so long, Detective Gumshoe. Well, Monsieur Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so. Another witness? Who?
You don't mean...
The most important witness of all. The man on the other side of that door. Does that make question the president? Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop right there, to killer! You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you! Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching this through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Wouldn't it be so funny if he just didn't show up?
Right.
I was like, no, I'm paying him. Why would I deal with that?
Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are. Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this! Let's all just calm down, alright? Come on, detective, where the blazes are you?
Eek!
Lights, what's happening? Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. Seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all. Even with Mr. Nice Life as my bargaining chip. No, stop! Ah!
Eek!
Okay, you won't get away with this, to killer. I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Ah! I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Ooh. Oh, interesting.
Must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay!
Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth?
Remind me, he didn't hurt you, did he, Kay?
Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it, so you can stop worrying.
Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane, and, he told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something, too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. What about the cordon around the park? I'd called everybody back in to stake out the plane. Bring the guy stationed across the water. No! So he's completely slipped through our fingers. Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, no thanks to that murderer. Well, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Calling card. Marked with the seashell. Guess you wanted to leave a message. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. But you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. Stop thinking about his parting words. I have seen enough. Now I know the truth. I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Now I know the truth. Truth about what? After that, all clear out here, sir. Over. What's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. Now? So he's the president of St. Paul, Mr. Daijun Wang. Oh, here you go, Vidic. Big strong man for you.
And you are?
It's hard to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Daijun Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis.
Must be referring to the Otakarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder.
You are too humble. I've been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away.
It's very kind of you to say. Someone was watching through a security feed.
Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes.
What do you mean?
Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has apprised me of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhengfa's police force, the finest in the world.
With the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case. What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have. Detective. Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhengfa's jurisdiction.
You failed to see. Enough, beauty prosecutor. You seek explanations from a head of state. I say no. 1,000 times no. I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane.
I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us?
Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect.
Yes, sir. Right away.
To make an attempt on my life, the murder of one of my faithful servants, the effrontery, the villainy.
I didn't murder nobody. Huzzah.
Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist.
I...
Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no. 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you.
He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. If I leave now, we'll never know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do. Sorry,
You good? Think, Miles. Remember. How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? Confronted the lies of witnesses, encountered the arguments of other lawyers. Has critical evidence always been laid out at your feet? No. Yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words. Yep.
Here
Now,
we
let's analyze
go.
the state of play. Yeah, that's fitting.
Begone, puny prosecutor, or do you dare defy the direct order of a president?
He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent's on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's the head of state. As he's a politician, he will open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zhang Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Let's see. Please, about the case.
Did I give you permission to speak? No. 1,000 times no. I am the leader of Zhang Fa. I have no time for your insolent backchat.
I'm simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You said that the investigation will now be assigned to your National Police Force.
I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. You have no rights here.
Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. Could you at least explain to me why I'm off the case?
Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern.
Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location.
You smarmy smart aleck.
As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. And from that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct?
Enough. Cease your objectionable whining. If If you have nothing else to say, then stop wasting my time and get out of my sight.
Maybe there is such a thing as biding my time too much. Oops. Can't let him pull him on the back foot. Stay calm and alert. Don't just move his expressions correctly and maybe able to find an opening. Okay, so try this again. You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated.
You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true, extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here.
Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? This next move will surely decide the victor. He may be the president, but nobody's untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it?
Do you even understand what you are asking?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame, calling into question the good word of one such as myself?
You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Nothing.
Worthless, meaningless bluster. Some pathetic ploy to buy time, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, just buy my time then.
I've no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness.
You need to worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who's being wrongfully accused of this crime.
Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zhengfa.
Now, let's take this any further. I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand.
Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else.
Solely offensive.
You dare tell me how to govern, how to lead. You dare contradict me.
On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do.
No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspect.
Fascinating. So it's clear that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. Okay, now we do the other one. Nope, shoot, that's the wrong... I got ahead of myself. Time to deploy my clue. Let me not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified.
Oh, could I have bested by a mere prosecutor? But I am the president. I am the president!
Checkmate. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President.
I hereby officially and unreservedly confirm my approval. Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby, therefore, can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty and our hearts. People of Zhengfa, I swear to you, this is an android.
That, and he could have just said, okay, you got me.
Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence. Okay, take it.
We did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah. Man's really went, you've bested me, and now I must go on my whole villainous monologue
Yep.
for the next hour and a half.
We sure did. Now the investigation can continue. Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be up here enjoying how you put them into play. And you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What is it?
Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify.
Whoa, that's your next move? If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court. All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasonings for doing so. That's... What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know?
Stand down, Knight. I will do as the prosecutor asks.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now listen, and listen well.
We already beat you in Mind Chat. You really think you can beat us here?
Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang! A shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Okay.
I guess if you look at it, yeah. I guess if you look at it,
Yep.
in one way, the president is also the victim here.
Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. We were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of the crime try to obstruct the investigation?
I'm also just now realizing something.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is the president compared to...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's about shoulder height, maybe a little higher. The president. That bullet
Yeah,
went straight through his underneath his armpit,
Mm-hmm.
but the bullet the president was wearing is down closer to his stomach.
Yep. Also, it's kind of impressive that managed to fit on bulky McBiceps over here.
Yeah.
Specially made bulletproof vest, so I don't tear through the metal every time I flex my quads. That's the wrong muscle
I
group,
was gonna say.
but I'm going to say it anyway.
I guess that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. Cover up, Paul.
Just flexes a finger, everything just starts tearing off of him.
Yep.
Do you think that he has to have those suits he wears specially made because otherwise every time he moves his shoulders back to do like the
How dare you challenge me?
it just immediately explodes off of him like the second phase of a boss fight?
Yep.
Oh,
Hold it!
And how would you describe the incident exactly?
Oh, you naive little man. Do you really think your silly, simple question will shake me? I was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel. And while I was speaking to my adoring public, no less. Incorrect, but okay. Pop off.
Hold it!
And they said, we need to protect you. Were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted?
Was I aware of the... No! I was aware of my audience, nothing else. When I step up to the podium, I enter another world entirely. A place of rapture. A place beyond words.
yeah, I think it's called stage fright. I bet you're like a deer in the headlights.
No, 1,000 times no. I remember every second. Each moment is indelibly etched in my memory. When Rook and Knight stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken aback.
Hold it!
About that red balloon.
Are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor?
No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember.
Very well, then. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hue stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would. 100% wasn't him. What?
Okay, I mean, the circle's there, but nothing red.
We do know that the other balloon got popped, the one with
Steel
the
Samurai.
Steel Samurai, which the pants are red, which I guess.
But it would have to have it upside down, which I guess it was technically upside down in the water. Did a good plan we found the trash can, I assume.
Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded.
Hold it!
He said they tried to escort you back onto the plane.
Yes, that is exactly what I said. They threw open their attaché cases.
Must be the moment Kate captured on the camera.
And immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft.
Hold it!
Do you know the second bullet went?
Is this how you treat a foreign dignitary, or do you really think such needling questions necessary?
What's he so upset about?
Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Even my patience has its limits. Where the fuck? You know full well where it went.
Oh, there it is.
So even if frickin' lady shot the first one, that would be the one with the balloon. She immediately ditched the weapon and then left.
Yeah.
Where did the second gun come from?
Yeah.
Well,
Good
not
question.
even that. There was a second shot used in the gun. But how? Yeah, no. This does not make sense.
Hold it!
Wait, what was the victim like in that moment?
He was a man amongst men, a real hero. The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me. I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate how gunshots work. And rush me back inside the presidential plane.
So you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct?
Yes, he offered his noble protection, and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be.
Sounds nice.
That's odd
Does
phrasing.
that just mean he's always the first to make his escape? He's a president detective. It's basically in his job description to do so.
Nothing he's saying seems too off base.
Maybe it's a victim here. Wouldn't make much sense for him to lie to us, you know? But as he was telling them, no. One thing he said is clearly wrong. Think back to the scene of the crime.
Did we miss something? Alright, let me check the evidence again.
I have to take a look myself.
Hold it!
I think you need to present the...
Something, yeah.
Yes, I think you need to present the balloon in the water.
Yeah.
Objection!
Yep. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst, but I strongly beg to differ.
What?
Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you?
No! Ah, what the fuck?
Hmm.
What? Who is that?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Hmm.
I'll be right back.
How you doing, Hikari? Still that bad, huh?
Yep. I was hoping that maybe eating something would help, and it has not. In fact, I think it
Give
might
it-
have made it worse.
Give it 20 minutes, question mark?
It's been over 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay, in that case, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, how long have we been here for? Let's see. Over
Good question.
2
We
hours.
No, because that's including the Tomodachi life.
Yeah. Probably at least over an hour, so. Yeah, no. Food did not help.
That's fair, I'm sorry.
Mm.
Sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think unfortunately this has to be dealt with via sleep. Can't exactly do that on stream, so.
Well, jokingly, there's a whole category for it, actually.
I mean, yeah, I can't exactly voice lines in my sleep, though.
Bet. Sleep talking activate.
Oh god.
Granted, that can't work for everybody because some people, me, would say some foul things in their sleep.
Fair. And given the usual consistency of my dreams, weird shit.
I mean, yeah. But it'd be funny, though.
Yeah. Oh, lie would be funny.
Also, obligatory, yo, you still dream?
Yes, and sometimes it's some of the weirdest stuff. Freaking.
Okay.
Welcome back.
All I can say is there was one, not really recently, but one that I very vividly remember being the zombie pie incident.
What?
Dreams.
Oh.
Yep. I was trying to deliver pies to zombies.
That's hilarious. Also, I'm probably gonna get called
Meat
late.
pie zombie
Yep.
delivery service.
I'm probably gonna get
Yep.
called late again here in 5 minutes, so... As a president, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country.
Yeah, you need to watch the Jammin' Ninja too. He's amazing.
So you see,
Not
the
the
notion
point.
by the bullet is anything but plain. It was in fact of the Steel Samurai.
What? But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan.
They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons.
Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. President! It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir. Borrowed? That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow.
So they swapped it in an emergency as an emergency replacement?
Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. Very happy-go-lucky kind
Oh.
of guy, they said. lucky soul holder with the steel samurai balloon to spare, huh?
Hmm.
Kind of makes me think of a previous incident where that happened.
Mm-hmm.
They fill just the bottom part with up with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon. So while it was a steel samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. That's the long and short of it.
Knight, why was I not informed of this?
Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue. Indeed. Miss Lawton knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
You really have mistaken the steel samurai's pants for a plain red balloon. Still,
Yes.
Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course.
What's that outburst for?
Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon.
You couldn't see it.
That's right, the wind was blowing too hard. The flags on the sides of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view.
Is that so?
Yeah, got a point. Yes, those two flags. They were being blown back towards me.
It would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incidents. I would have to blow the flags in just such a fashion. Does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case?
Oh yeah, it does.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction.
It has.
Yes, contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. If the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage at the time of the incidents? The flag!
Not just that, the direction of the shot.
Yep.
Take that!
Earlier we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduce that the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. We concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But the flags were blowing as the President describes, our conclusion becomes quite different.
No way, if the flags were pointed in the other direction.
Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. If we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot.
Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean...
Yes, I know. You may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Who does the bullet's new trajectory implicate as the one who fired the shots?
Take that!
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. The guy's one of the President's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons?
This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin.
Seriously, Edgeworth.
Actually, yeah.
We put up with a lot from you, but this... We're President Wang's bodyguards. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king.
I'll handle this, Knight.
Sorry, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment.
How the
Your
heck?
own fucking testimony.
The shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what was happening with the flag then too.
Take that!
Is there?
Nope.
Sir, it's your own testimony.
I was gonna say the photos, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, there's the flag right there.
Mm-hmm.
Take that!
Your proof is in this picture right here.
This should be good. What picture? Where?
You can see which way the flag was really blowing. Right here.
Take that!
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. So that means our
When
power
he's
will
stressed, he pants like an animal.
Yep. Dude, shoot the
Hmm.
balloon.
Him, the assassin?
Mr. Knight. He's not, because he shot a
Not-
balloon.
Yeah, and he would have to be on the other side to shoot through Rook.
Yeah. Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Yeah, besides, why would he even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? Watch how you answer, I might aim for something else next. There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. In fact, it alone changes everything about the case. Why did Knight's assigned position change? Told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. I can only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. But is that the only reason? Suppose that the plan hadn't changed. That Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? If we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different, with security detail reorganized at some point. Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. That's right, the president was the one who ordered the change. Reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. If that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There was only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt. Oh. Idiots. You do understand what you're saying. Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden.
How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth. as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with a specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again.
He did?
Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit.
So then what's the deal with the one in the vest?
I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred.
So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all.
That's not true. I was shot, I tell you.
We'll be able to verify that for ourselves if we take a closer look at the bullets. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct?
Yeah. But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in a photograph. The person with the red hood.
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight.
Then where does Tabby fit into all this?
She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin.
Highly suspicious person with a red hood.
I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president.
That's right. Then I was...
Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. Then the case would have gone cold! Like we would have friends you were hoping for.
Makes no sense why they wanted to show off the case. Show you off the case, yeah.
Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. Nope. Oh.
Okay, then.
No!
No, I...
Presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
That stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. How can I let this happen?
Objection!
Oh, hi, Rook! Good night! This is the first time we heard
Yup.
that!
Yep.
Objection! That's enough, Edgeworth.
Mr. Knight.
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king.
Shoots himself.
Right? So go ahead, keep running your mouth. Perhaps it'd be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words.
He wouldn't, would he?
Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions. Certain something, huh? Mighty specific. What did Knight use to hide his actions from the crowd?
Take that!
Case.
My attaché case? Yes, take a look at case photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case, and he's looking directly at the balloon.
Yep.
Yeah.
The very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. And in such a way that you couldn't be detected.
Objection!
You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. Notice what? That theory is all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moments. I hid my gun with my attaché case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it. You at least had the bullet that burst the balloon. You might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have gone to forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gonna go dredge it up? I'm just saying it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete. I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth.
Hold it.
Miss Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. Just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist?
Oh, never mind.
That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You're a journalist after all, are you not?
Dang it! Can't stay quiet any longer.
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I think carefully before opening that mouth of yours.
I'm so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalism doesn't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have shown you this before.
What is it?
It's a laser pointer I used on the president. That's all I've done. Never shot nobody.
You stupid! I thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice.
It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Zengva's embassy sniffing out a story like I told you. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue and just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president, that kind of stuff.
What about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about. I swear it. All he told me was to wear the jacket with the red hood and to point that their pointer at the president. Never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham. What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you? My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you had intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet. No!
Oh,
That's a face.
nearly shot himself too.
Yep.
So let me get this straight. You told Tabby if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that.
Roll the dirty. I said no such thing. President Wong?
Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies, all of it. Except someone actually did want you dead.
Yeah. The bolt in the vest.
It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today.
But then, what's up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. Then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
It's a red raincoat, I suppose. We'd hope we get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh, what would that be?
Why did Rook have to die? The whole thing was fake. How did he wind up getting killed for real?
That's true. Therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard, the best, in fact. He may not have been a native of Zengfar, but he was someone I could fully trust. Nah. Hey, buddy.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Don't think it was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, also. I think that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details. Oh, not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
You have been willing to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted.
What's so great about him, anyway? What's gone into him? He was just another piece on the board, there to protect you, nothing more. But
Yeah, sorry.
you're good.
Mr. Knight, how could you?
Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most.
I value your support too, of course, but
Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. Now that that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grand master, rightful leader of this team.
you're all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you?
Why? My plan this time was perfect. As they always are, and as they always will be. That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure. Yeah, no thanks to you, that buffoon Rook. Now it wasn't Mr. Rook's fault. If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane.
Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that.
Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. Sure, that's just what he always wanted. Did he die to protect the president?
Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Oh, come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second, that wasn't me. Oh, really? And who did fire it? Real assassin, but not to kill her. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. Now, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily white queen over there.
What?
Miss Lloyd?
Again with this? I'm not your danged assassin.
Was that really true? Everyone don't believe it. The gun in the trash can can only belong to you. God. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. But there were 2 bullets missing. You actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you? Knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king.
You wanna translate?
Mizo's only concern was protecting the president. Lose the king, you lose the game. It's not the first rule of chess, but a win in which a key piece sacrifices a hollow victory indeed. Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win. It's better to be calling our little match in any case. For this is where our battle really begins. Alright.
Hold it!
The victim really didn't take part in your little plan then, did he? Nope, we kept him in the dark on the details.
I really thought the president was in danger? Oh wait, he must have noticed that the shot came from right next to him.
Maybe he did. Guess we'll never know. If we did know it was a sham, he still had a job to do. He still had to protect his king. He was able to make a judgment like that in a split second. Impressive. He was able to escape well, as they say. Not so capable that I couldn't read him like a book. He made it so he had no choice but to go along with our little performance.
Hold it!
Why do that? When the president broke knew the whole thing wasn't real. But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look, right? Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot at, hanging out in his plane sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world. And what was the victim doing during all this? Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway.
Hold it!
On the ground? Where on the ground exactly? Right where he is now. The middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut, though. Guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. Thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart.
Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk that way.
He may have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here to save your good name. I'd call that dereliction of duty. What would you call it? An honorable trying. It's more than what you'd give, I say. Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Hold it!
Aren't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof Hitachi cases? Yeah, holding them right after Rook spotted the laser sights. He moved in covering positions and used them to shield the president. Well, then Mr. Rook jumped through a gap in the defensive wall. Do you really believe Miss Lloyd to be that skilled a marksman? No, she was aiming for the president. It makes her a lousy shot. So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit. The bullet simply happened to find its way past your Hitachi case, leaving the gap it dismissed. Seems crazy to me too, but the facts are the facts. It was a shot in a million. The shooter hit the bullseye. The proof is in your hands.
Hold it!
Which had nothing to do with you. Right, that one was fired by your little friend. Imagine the scoop she'd have bagged if it had hit its mark.
I'm a journalist, you hear? I don't make facts, I report them.
Yeah, journalists who signed up to a fake assassination plan in the hopes of getting a story.
That's not...
Look, I'll admit it, I set the whole thing up. Your role was to aim that laser pointer at the president. Not my fault that wasn't enough for you. You were the one who decided to bring your guns to the party. Who knows? Maybe you thought if you kept on shooting, you could shut me up too. So I'm not suggesting that he fired one shot. But must only fired one.
Yeah, basically implying that Tabby also had a...
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, good. Basically implying that Tabby also had a gun on her. Beats me where she could have gotten one from, but hey.
Entire testimony is pure conjecture. You can't prove any of it.
You're right, let's hit him with some cold, hard, undeniable evidence.
Objection!
So you contended it was you who shot the balloon, and it was Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that? Sure, I'm sure. Well, what you proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can has also been fired twice. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
Did somebody fake the evidence?
Now that there was for doing so was obvious, to ensure that whoever found the gun would prove that the shooter had been in the respective area. In order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon.
I get it, so that's why it's 2 spent rounds, huh?
Precisely. They've already proven the bullet that burst the balloon came from a particular weapon. It makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either. Nice work, Edgeworth. Some high-grade sleuthing. Why don't you get to the point? You've overcome this far. Spill it out. I intend to, don't worry. There's no really shot Mr. Rook was...
You. Deal.
You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Ooh, finally got up the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
Wasn't only to kill you, tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. When the president walked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. And that was when the third bolt was fired, right from your colleague's, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
You're really gonna claim it a third now? You just said there were only 2 shots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works? Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. Looking to Vidak?
Begrudgingly, I'm unaware.
Okay.
Yeah, because depending on how this thing is set up, it could actually have soundproofing to it.
It is a presidential jet, for lack of a better term. It's going to have most of the, most if not all the bells and whistles.
So it's possible.
It is
Yeah.
entirely possible.
Okay.
We wouldn't know unless we saw the, blueprints of the thing or whatnot. Which very unlikely given the situation.
Yeah.
But wasn't the president right next door?
Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President?
I didn't hear anything. You were in a panic room.
You can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is...
Let's go into him. Mr. President, this is vitally important.
Please, President Wang.
Fine. I was busy hiding under the bed covering my ears.
Hmm.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, I hate the sound of gun. I mean, valid.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just the slightest hint of that awful noise and oh, it's just too much.
Hmm. Oof. That's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish.
Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wong was covering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room had been switched on. Which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed that old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day.
I want to believe you, but...
I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it? No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired. Yeah, well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start? What? Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday, and the day before. And today, another bullet. Bullet that hit Rook. Pure speculation, pal. You know it. Maybe. Can you prove it's not true?
I hate that.
Well, then you
I
certainly
hate that
will.
line of questioning.
You're nothing but that conclusive proof, so come on. Single piece of evidence, straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for?
There must be something. Mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, Tabby's... Please, Ruffles.
I know I lied to you once already.
Hmm.
Yeah, I messed up, I know I did. Should have never done what I did. Not even for a scoop. But murder? No, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body.
It's proof. I can prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can. You said the bullet that burst the balloon. You might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. Get the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from. No proof, no case. End of conversation. Hold it right there. What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof. Of course I do. This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours. Evidence is my possession. Not currently my possession. Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over. However, it is here in this room. What? As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. I think Mr. Elias fly found himself lost in the vest. Right, if the president had been wearing that vest, then it could have been a lot worse. Now, of course, we know the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been made by a bullet. Which begs the question, where's the real bullet? I like it. It's a twist. That's a good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on then, don't keep us in suspense. Ah.
Take that!
Something very clearly missing from this room. Yes, prosecutor with some common sense. Take a look at the bank of security monitors. Huh. See if you got all Mr. Presidents. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. That's because one of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
But it was. I have no idea why my plushie is doing that now, though.
Figure someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. Where did it go, and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. But if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed.
Oh, where did this missing monitor go?
No, indeed. Then it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would. Right away, sir. Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember?
I have no objection to the search. Please go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way.
What are you? I don't believe this! Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else? Search has been authorized, detective, if you wouldn't mind. Sir, I found the monitor. Well, would you look at that? Blood. It's the bullet to kill Mr. Rook, there's no doubt about it. There you have it, Mr. Knight. A single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your hearts. Even you must now admit, if this bullet didn't come from the Spectator area gun, Miss Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. What, no pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found. Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it. Alright, let's see what forensics has to say. Findings are as follows, sirs. Firstly, the blood in the bullet is indeed that of the victim. Proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun. Probably for when I handed all of the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. They're not a match to Miss Lloyd's, then clear. Lastly, the striations of the bullets are a match with this weapon. What? But how could that be?
No way. Oh, come on.
Who's the gun that fired the bullet? Ow! That's something. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me back to a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. The only one back to a corner here is you. There's no denying it. Forensics proof that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rourke was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? Can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rourke. She's a murderer. You just proved it. You're a move, Edgeworth. Just remember two things. One, where you found that gun. And two, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. Me and the President, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is.
Kelly to kill. No.
There's no way Tabby did it, is there?
Don't want me to get you, okay? We just need to get over his statements again. Must be something further we can deduce from them.
Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth.
Question.
Sir?
If it's the same model as, say, Rook's gun or, say, Knight's gun, would it still match?
It wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
The
Think
rifling on
of
every
it more
barrel
as
is different.
ever so slightly.
Okay.
Differences
like
in heat,
fingerprints.
treating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps the lathe is going a little bit faster on that particular barrel. It's. Would I expect them to treat it that way? No, they may very well use that argument.
Yeah. I just want to confirm.
Hold it!
No, that's...
Objection!
Well, you said that forensics would back you up. How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your exclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine.
The bullet and the gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kind of has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no?
So I simply cannot accept that. Sir, there's no denying the evidence. There isn't. So what am I missing? I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, and the gun and the bullet should be a match.
However, if that is because Miss Lloyd isn't wearing full coverage gloves, I didn't see. She could be, but I didn't see them. Her fingerprints would be on it too.
But it's okay.
I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it.
So you can call the evidence into question.
Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there.
You seem very sure about this.
Call it my great thief's intuition.
Intuition, huh? Still, she could be right. Simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... Someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me. But, in order to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... the gun. Something untoward is going on here would have to involve the weapon, not the bullets. Well, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun.
Now hand over the evidence you've gathered and remove yourselves from this plane.
I'll do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth. It will be at the end of the line, can it? He did have an opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. Which means it must belong to... He switched them.
Which would take some doing because any sort of laser scope on anything requires like Allen keys and screwdrivers.
Well, he had plenty of time with us arguing with the president and everything else.
Arguing
I'm
with
not
the
saying he
president and then being knocked out. Because
Yeah.
both Edgeworth and Kay were knocked out.
Yeah, no, not saying it's not possible. Just like that's a lot of like.
It
That's
is
a
lot.
lot.
Of time to-
And actually, there
Given
wasn't...
how much he's been swinging, and given how much he's been swinging around that weapon, he knows his freaking way around guns.
However, the
Well,
time
true.
that we had without the evidence was only the mine chest section, which wasn't a lot of
Mine
time.
chest and the blackout.
I don't think the blackout was. No, because the blackout happened before, because the president came out to seize the evidence. Well, unless he did do it during the blackout, he could have touched it and messed with it. That belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. And that means...
Objection!
Admit it. You switched to guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings matched the weapon in question. It was yours all along. Heh. Intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And... You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for the remaining evidence on the investigation. You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can. You pointed it on and put it on your own. Not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one that we found. I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future? That's so strange. You were a chess player after all. Men well used to thinking several moves ahead. I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? The gun's the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. Just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None. That's what. You're overestimating your abilities. You surprise me. What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Wrong. Everywhere except the chest. That's a chessboard, that is. Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you? Shame. Still, I guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up. I just didn't have the right evidence. I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. I just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I imagine.
Hold it!
What sense you say? It wasn't a necessity. Give me both, pal. Sure can. Your bodyguards need to protect the president. The girl needed to use the gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use.
Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun?
Because easy to use.
Yep. Or something to do with its ease of use. No spend casings to chase down, for example. Exactly. The perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
Hold it!
Because you swapped it on there. Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence? Well, that is... Don't go making accusations you can't back up. Or did your daddy never teach you that? It stands to factor in my favor here. mean to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? When you spend bullets or an cylinder? So, girl here? Well, now. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. Well, he loads his gun every time he fires it. If I were to tell you how many times there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on the gloves, though, which means... It's about time you did the right thing and resigned, don't you? Game's all but done, see? So, fingerprints.
There wouldn't be any fingerprints on the bullet except for maybe gumshoes.
Yeah.
Simply because freaking fingerprints would not last on a bullet.
No.
Nope.
Objection!
Nope.
Hold it!
Proof is
Objection!
something you clearly don't have. If you did, you'd have made your move by now. You still have proof, right, Mr. Edgeworth? We'll be given a chance to investigate it further. I'll have to work with what we've gathered. Think, Miles, think. Consider all the possibilities. If you've got the goods, it's now or never.
How are we supposed to prove he switched the guns?
Fortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing. But that in of itself is a proof of the kind. So otherwise, the striations should line up like they do, right, sir? Right. We must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. Truth is in there somewhere.
Objection!
Okay, it's the gun. I have your proof. Right here. That's your proof? Think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth. Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you. I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely. The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of... fingerprints. Yeah, but your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
My prints? Puh, of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there?
Objection!
I told you there were prints on a part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point. What? Where? You can't prove that. Oh, but I can. There is a place where your fingerprints could never have been left, if things happen as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Here. Look closely at the cylinder, detective. 2 bullets fired, but what are the prints we're looking for, sir? You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There are 2 spent bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun?
He only fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. He fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose and shot during a little game. and after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course.
Which, like, that's inefficient. The reason why the revolver was made was that you didn't have to reload after every shot.
Officer, where exactly are Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The one you mentioned in your reports. Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. That's... And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. In taking his life, you are the true assassin. I did... Checkmate. Oh!
Oh, shit.
No! No!
Okay.
I was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook, if it hadn't been for him, would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. The plan was perfect. Fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet. I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom. But it's not fair! It's not fair! Oh, he's buff again.
Mm-hmm.
He's in public, he has to be.
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
Suddenly very presidential again, now that we're back outside the plane.
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him.
You want me to handle it, not Rook?
Rook refused. But I can rely on you, can't I?
Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is.
The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception.
Knight has the arrogance of Goro catching that makes me so mad. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking if I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to take an attempt on your life. That was your crime. It's a crime you'll have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that, I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zengfa. You will always be welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all don't know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well.
Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. The fact remains that you were a willing participant in the state's assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
I know. I'm awfully sorry about everything. Truly, I am.
I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits.
There sure are. I got some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum, earns eternal gratitude of president. How's that for a headline? Hey, there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how do you feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon.
Should I just stay down for long? No comments.
Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun.
As well I should be. This case is not over yet. It isn't? No come, sir. Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over.
Take that!
What? Ah. The killer's calling card.
Mr. the Killer has yet to complete his assignment. I mean, you might still try to murder the president? If I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news. My preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. The end.
Yeah.
Alright. That was the end of the tutorial case.
Dun-dun-dun.
Come back next week and we'll start the captive turnabouts. Tomorrow we have some Kingdom Hearts to do. So tune in for that. But until then, have a good night.
Night, chat.
Take her easy.
And thanks for popping in.